It has been an annual right here. Unfortunately, Chris has been under the weather. In fact, he spent a lot of time in a hospital recently. And he did appear yesterday morning on Gil Alexander's show. The two have been longtime friends, right here on VSiN in the morning. And Chris had this to say to our Gil Alexander.
Today I'm feeling very good. I don't know what the future holds, but I do know this last month is when I really started to do like the heavy groundwork as far as like the football futures, college football futures for season win totals, first week of the college season, and games of the year. This is when I really came to crunch time. I've spent the whole month pretty much in the hospital. And it's just not the same like when guys are calling you for a bet or putting out a line or something like that. There's just too much, and you and I talked about this off the air earlier. Linear thinking is one thing, and that's not that it's always easy, but it's easier than some of the complex thinking that has to go into, converting those numbers into a power rating and then making numbers from there. It's hard to do. And I just didn't have the wherewithal to do it. I talked to Michael Vaughn, talked to Ryan Growney, our GM, and they said, listen, just as you would imagine, they said, your health is number one. Take care of that first.
Absolutely. Everybody echoes that. For those of us who've known him for a number of years, there's no finer gentleman than Chris Andrews, and it's absolutely unimportant to get those numbers out first and foremost, but it is at the very top, to have Chris Andrews regain his health and come back to us, Vinny and Mike.
Brent, on a personal note, obviously Chris and I have been friends for over 40 years, and for him to take that, he took the responsibility and said, "Look, I've got to. It's my responsibility." We actually put the schedule together as to what we were going to do a month ago, and had plans to go forward with everything. But he said, "I'm not going to put it on this. I'm not going to just put it on one or two people." So that was his call. I respect his call, a considerate call. We did talk about it last week when I was at the conference in New Jersey, and the most important thing is that our buddy does in fact get well, because he is battling. He's in a fight, and but I'll tell you what, knowing Chris the way I do and how determined he is, bet on him for sure.
Yeah, as I've mentioned to you guys, it's everybody here misses him not being around, and right there when the basketball tournament started, he was feeling pretty good, and he was in and talking those first few weekends, and he just has a presence here, and with all the customers as well, and he's in our prayers every day.
No doubt. So,
absolutely, Mike, we all echo that. We'll